आई रे प्रभात, ले बाबा को साथ, उठो रे प्रिय आत्मन, जागो हे प्रिय आत्मन। फरिश्तों के संग संग बाबा है पधारे, फरिश्तों के संग संग बाबा है पधारे। प्रीतम से कर मिलन, जागो आत्मन, उठो आत्मन, आई रे प्रभात।
Om Shanti. So we are doing the series Amritvela. Today Baba says, lottery of Amritvela. If not now, then never. The heading is lottery of Amritvela. If not now, then never. Do all of you experience Amritvela? What would you say to someone who throws away a lottery he wins while sitting at home? This too is a lottery that you win while sitting at home. If you do not take this lottery now, then you will later remember these days. These are now the days of attainments, but after some time they will become the days of repentance. Therefore take as much as you want. Intensify your speed. Always remember, if not now, then never. Not even today, but now. This is known as being an intense effort maker. So Amritvela is a lottery. And you have won this lottery while sitting at home. And if you don't take this lottery now, then you might remember these days later on. Now are the days of attainments, and later would be the days of repentance. Now is the time. The time is now. The time is here. If you don't do now, you probably would not be able to do any time later on. So Baba is saying, intensify your speed. Speed of what? Intensify your speed of what? Your remembrance. Not even today, but now. This is known as being intense effort maker, Tivra Purusharthi. So Amritvela is a lottery. So when somebody wins a lottery, what happens? Just happy? Huh? You dance with joy. And what else? When you win a lottery, you start dreaming, you start thinking of what I will do with this money. You start planning. What else? Dancing, singing. In today's Murli, Baba said, these songs are made by those worldly people. They don't understand the meaning of those songs, but you do understand. So you start singing songs, you start jumping, dancing when you win a lottery. Russian author Leo Tolstoy has written a story. There's a tailor. He's very poor, and he has a habit of purchasing a lottery every day. And he has been doing this from last 30 years. He has almost forgotten that he can ever win the lottery also. But it has almost become a ritual that He goes to the shop on the first day of every month, purchase the lottery, 1 rupees, and come back. So he has been doing this from the last 30 years. And as I said, he almost forgot that he can ever win the lottery also. Then suddenly one evening, while he was doing his teaching, 2 men come to his house. There is a car, and these 2 men are coming. And they say, "What are you doing here? You have won the lottery. Throw this sieving machine. You have won the lottery of 10 lakhs. So he is overjoyed. He doesn't understand what to do. So he just throws away all the clothes, takes that bag of money, comes out, locks the door of his shop, and what to do with this key he throws in the well. And next 1 year, he lives an extravagant life, enjoying everything of this world, hotels, parties, and whatever he could enjoy. And by the end of 1 year, he falls sick, because indulgence is not so cheap. His vision becomes dim, his body becomes weak, and all the money he had is gone. And then he remembers his old shop, and he comes to his shop, and then he remembers it is locked and the key is in the well, and he enters into that well. It's so cold, and with much difficulty he is fetched out by his neighbors from that ice cold water, and he opens that lock, and now he starts, and he resolves, he makes the decision, now I will never again purchase the lottery. But after a few days, it was his habit to purchase, so again he starts purchasing. But every time while purchasing, he says, if I win lottery this time, no more. I will lock my shop, no more I will throw the key into the well. So few months pass, and again one evening 2 men come to his shop, and they say, what are you doing? You have won the lottery again. Take this money. He says, no, inside the mind. But he takes the money. And then he says, no, this time no, I will not do this, I will not do this. And he comes out, and he locks the door, and he says, I will not do this, I will not do this. And then he takes the key, and then he throws the key into the well and says, no, again that cold icy water of well, no. But this time, he doesn't fall sick, because he dies this year. So he had won the lottery, but it got all wasted. So when you win the lottery, you have to be extremely meticulous in planning. So Amritvela is a lottery. And Baba says, if you don't realize the importance of this, so now are the days of attainments, and gradually these days of attainments would turn into the days of repentance. They would be very hard days. Now you can achieve everything that you want. Now is the time to take all the blessings from Him. Now is the time to empower yourself. Now is the time to get rid of all the vices. Now is the time to purify oneself. If you don't do this now, probably we won't be able to do this ever again in future. What are all the attainments of some confluence age? Whatever is the fortune, the treasure of confluence age, that you can get only now. So, see it as a lottery. And when you know at the time of sleeping at night that next morning you are going to get lottery, definitely you will plan your Amritvela. And planning means sleeping early at night. Planning means sleeping in a extremely yog-yukt manner. This is a very good topic. How to have a very good sleep, peaceful sleep. Because half of the world is not sleeping. Half of the world is suffering from insomnia. People don't get sleep. They stay awake through the night. They are surviving on sleeping pills. 1/3 of the world sleeps on sleeping pills because of sleeping pills. So, you have to plan our Amritvela. When you know that the next day morning it is lottery, so you cannot just waste your time at night in digital distractions. And how will be those times of repentance? Times of repentance. Very painful. Baba says tears of blood. These times will be very painful. So now is the time to make the Amritvela powerful. To make the Amritvela, we should have every Amritvela very, very powerful experience. If there is no experience, we are just waking up as a duty or ritual and just following the routine of Brahmin life, then probably these are not the days of our attainments. Days of attainments means days of joy, days of happiness, days of ecstasy, days of super sensuous bliss. If this is happening, then only we can call these days of attainments. Should be a perpetual happiness within all the time. Because Amritvela is the starting of the day. Amritvela is the basis, the foundation of the day. If the foundation is weak, the whole day would remain weak. The building would remain weak. So if you want the day to be powerful, the starting should be strong. Very, very strong. So one should plan Amritvela. In medical language they call it psychology, sleep hygiene. Sleep hygiene. Sleep hygiene includes one rule: sleeping at the definite time, at the same place, and getting up at the same time. Make this as a routine. Sleeping at the same time, sleeping at the same place, no digital distractions, at least 30 minutes before sleep. At least 30 minutes before sleep. And you know what some people advise for good sleep? They say we should have a lamp. Dear. Sleep in the light of the lamp. Then you will have a peaceful sleep. Some of the Indian philosophers say, if you can have some cheap oil, use that and let that. They say that this is very soothing when you sleep in this. And they also say, though not, but the Indian philosophy, your bed should not face the north. Your head should not be towards north. Except Australia. This is as per the, what is known as Vastu and all that. Their head should not be towards south. So, where the head should not be towards north, that's what they say. I don't know how much scientific that is. So, and they also say, when you sleep, think of your bed as your funeral and sleep. This is the funeral. This is the pyre on which I am sleeping. And within few more minutes, They are going to torch me, and I would be set ablaze. So review all the 24 hours, how they were. Is there any moment of repentance? How I lived my life in last 24 hours? Because right now I am the pyre. Right now, on the funeral. Or, this is my graveyard. This is a practice. As if I am dying now. This is the death. And when you wake up, if at all, next day, if you don't die at night, think that this is the new day, new birth I got. I escaped. That was a very minor escape. So this is a new birth. Now I see everything. Now let me open my eyes as if a child. Just as child opens the eyes and how it sees everything is filled with wonder. That childlike innocence. Beginning a new day with new joy, with new verve, with new enthusiasm, with everything new around. That newness, that novelty. So, make it a point to sleep early. Sleep at the same place, at the same time, keeping all the digital distractions away. Half an hour before sleeping. And some people do yoga before sleeping. Some people do meditation before sleeping. And the best thing to do before sleeping is reading. You must read something elevating, something inspiring before going to sleep. Affirmations. There is one book in English, The Miracle Morning. The Miracle Morning. You can go and read. The author has given 7 principles of sleep. Morning. Early morning, what you should do before 8 a.m. Because also as we were discussing sleep, so he also mentioned few things about sleep also. The Miracle Morning. What are the 7 things must do before 8 a.m.? So one of the things he mentioned is reading, nature, affirmations, visualization, many beautiful things. So at sleep also, before sleeping also, there should be some good reading, some good visualization, some affirmations, Swaman, self-respect, meditation, and then go to sleep. That will make the sleep peaceful. Sleeping, even you should focus on how is the sleeping atmosphere. Is there any disturbance? How is the atmosphere? What is the temperature of the room where you sleep? Is it too hot? It's too cold? Any noise distraction? Somebody is sitting and sleeping and snoring. You can't just sleep. What you will do if somebody is sleeping and snoring loudly at the top of his lungs? Clip? Clip his nose. Anything else? Somebody is snoring loudly and you have to sleep in that room. What you will do? Focus on that snoring. Meditate on that snoring and then go to sleep. As if that's a soft meditation music that's going on. Do you ever get disturbed when the meditation music is being played? No, because we accept it. That's why we don't get disturbed. If suppose we are sitting in meditation and suddenly somebody's mobile has a call, you get distracted, disturbed. But we never get distracted by 7:30's traffic control song. We are sitting in meditation and there is a traffic control. Do we get distracted? No. But suppose before 7:30, if that from somebody's mobile at 7:25 it gets played, because people have installed those traffic control software. So they keep on, before the final traffic control, there are at least 4-5 traffic controls from different mobiles in the crowd. So that is extremely distracting. Why? Because our mind doesn't accept that. Actually, the song is not distracting. It is the acceptance within. We have not accepted it. That's why we are distracted. If we accept, then probably we will not get distracted. So the person who is snoring, if we accept him, probably we will not get distracted. But we have rejected him. That's why we get distracted. So, creating good sleeping background is important. That's known as sleep hygiene. Sleep hygiene. So that you can have sound, dreamless, refreshing sleep, sound sleep. And that you get up with very pure thoughts, with very pure feelings. And as you get such sleep, gradually your sleep will start decreasing. And with less time, you will get more sleep. A yogi doesn't need more sleep. 4-5 hours are enough. That's it. Even though in the world they say at least you should have 7 hours sleep. Not less than that. Otherwise your working capacity will reduce. All the books and medical things say like that. But yogi's body and yogi's mind work in a way which is far away, far beyond science to understand. So you can go and read that book, Miracle Morning. So Amritvela is a lottery. If not now, then never. If not now, then never. Power of Now. There's yet another book like that. Power of Now. Whatever you want to do it right away. Don't wait for anybody. Just do it now. And whenever you have something evil, always postpone it. If you have anger, always postpone it. But if you have desire to give something to somebody, give it now. Because you cannot trust the mind. Mind is a trickster. It changes suddenly. You never know. So whenever you have thought of doing something good, because such moments arrive so rare, rarely such moments arrive. Such decisions are so rare. The decision to do something great, something extraordinary. Such decisions come in those unguarded moments. They come in some rare time. So just grab them and utilize them, milk them, exploit such moments to your advantage. It's the power of now. So do now. Make a list of things you want to do. You always wanted to do in life, but you couldn't do. Like spending time in silence. Like spending time in solitude. Like spending the whole day in nature. Like playing with children. Like doing some creative churning. Like spending the whole day in remembrance of Baba. Something which we have never done, but which we always dreamed. So all those things which were dreamt, one must try. Make a list and try to do them. Prioritize. These are the remaining things of my life. In English, this is known as bucket list. Bucket list. So make a bucket list. List of things which you always wanted to do but you couldn't do. What are those things? Find out. Make time. And go ahead and do them. Fearlessly. Otherwise, the whole life would be spent in repentance. Every man has some or other such hobbies. You know Hitler, after finishing lot of his killing business, he used to retire and do painting. That was his pastime. He used to love painting. He used to kill hundreds. And after doing that, he used to retire and do painting. He was a good painter. So there is an artist hidden even in dictators and oppressors. There is always some art within us which is unwatered, unnurtured, uncared for. Go, seek, grab, hunt for it and do it. So, Amritvela, lottery, Amritvela, time of attainment, Amritvela, if not now, then never. Om Shanti.